A 7-year-old girl dreads the sunset, as every night a sinister entity enters her room. What kind of dark force is haunting the child? And why have 3 members of her family already passed away? This is Psychic Investigations, a project of true and astounding stories. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate shocking paranormal phenomena and intricate criminal cases. 54-year-old Natalia Yarova lives in a small town in the Kiev region. She hasn't been able to sleep peacefully for nearly a year, ever since a tragedy struck that she still can't recover from. Her 26-year-old daughter, Vita, died suddenly.
It was an awful tragedy.
Vita's daughter, Hannah, speaks of her mother every day, saying she's always nearby.
Mommy's a star. She sees and knows everything about me.
But the worst thing is that since her mother's death, Hannah has been plagued by horrifying visions nightly.
When I sleep, there's a scary shadow behind me. It's like a ghost. It strokes my shoulder and my head.
I'm deeply worried that this is death coming.
Soon after her mother's passing, little Hannah developed pneumonia. That's when Natalia began to fear her granddaughter might follow the same path, as Vita's fatal illness had also begun with pneumonia. To prevent another tragedy, Natalia contacted Olga Kalinova and Ilona Kaldre.
It feels like this girl has been buried alive. I can't breathe. There's dampness and darkness all around. It's very strange because I see that the girl is alive. I see a man near her, and his hands are covered in blood. Everything I'm sensing is somehow tied to the girl's family.
Last night I woke up to the smell of smoke, something acrid. I was choking, gasping for air. Honestly, it terrified me. It was a sign, connected to this girl.
Both psychics felt as though they were suffocating. What does it mean? Did they sense Vita's death? Or glimpse a terrifying future for Hannah?
Interesting. This rune has several meanings, but the most common is the symbol of infinity, though I'm not yet sure what it signifies here. Hello?
Hello? I'm so glad you're here.
Let's meet your granddaughter.
Please, come in.
What a beauty. Hello, Hannah. Hannah, do you dance?
Yes,
Because I sense you have something like sparkly skirts, something shiny, right?
yes. I do dance, gymnastics, and English.
Wow, amazing. Wow, she's so flexible. You're incredible. We need to talk to Grandma and you go play, okay?
Okay.
Your granddaughter is very gifted. She doesn't just dance beautifully, but she's good at creating images.
In all her drawings, she includes her mom and dad. There's a lot of her mom.
When the school counselor asked them to make a drawing, she drew her mom, dad, grandma, and herself as a tiny girl.
I smell flowers. I think they're orchids.
We have orchids. Vita loved them dearly.
Orchids are ritual flowers. They ward off evil spirits. Your daughter sensed danger, and even without realizing it, she was drawn to these flowers instinctively.
It's been nearly a year since Vita passed away. Now, Hannah lovingly tends to her mother's favorite flowers, just as Vita once did.
She waters them and gently wipes the leaves.
She's communicating with a spirit from the other side. There may be danger. It's as if she knows or senses something, but she can't explain it.
She told me, "Grandma, I was sleeping next to Daddy, and I felt someone stroking my hair. I turned her head but saw no one."
I looked into the moment of Hannah's birth. She was born into deep, profound love.
Your daughter's husband was her first and only love.
It was love at first sight. Vita met Ole through mutual friends. He was 18 and she was 16. That very evening, he offered to walk her home. And from that moment, they were inseparable. 2 years later, they married. Soon after the wedding, Vita became pregnant.
When I found out I was going to be a dad, I was bursting with joy.
After Vita's death, Oleg never left his daughter. The house has 2 entrances. One side is home to the grandmother, the other to the father and child.
I sense this room is tied to the tragedy. I feel uneasy here. I'm suffocating. I see you trying to do something. You're shouting.
She died right here on the floor.
Vita suffered from bronchial asthma, which worsened due to a fungal infection. Despite prolonged treatment, nothing helped. One day, she suddenly felt worse. The doctors arrived but couldn't save her. She died in her mother's arms.
This death was meant to happen. I sense some kind of magical interference.
Like she foresaw it.
For a week before she died, she had the same dream of her replanting the flowers, and the soil was full of worms. She held it all in her hands and felt something was wrong.
The day before it happened, she came up behind me, hugged me and said, "Let's make a promise. If something happens to one of us, the other will make sure our daughter is happy."
I believe Hannah somehow witnessed her mother's death. She felt her mother struggling to breathe.
When the tragedy occurred, Hannah was at the neighbor's. Her father picked her up that evening. But what she said stunned Oleg.
I was thinking about how to tell her. I couldn't bring myself to say it. But she said it herself. "I know Mom died. She's gone. My mommy is in heaven. She's watching me from there."
Look, 2 crosses. I sensed that before Vita's death, Natalia had already buried someone close. A young man. He died not far from his home. Let's go there.
This garage belongs to Natalia, but what drew the clairvoyant's attention to it?
I see a young man lying on the ground, right here on the floor, and I hear a woman screaming. I think it's you. "Just live, please. Just live." He's about 20. Just beginning his life.
Yes.
There's a car connected to what happened here, but not this one. The car is different now. It was long ago, but the life of the young man remains here.
My son, he was 21.
How much sorrow this woman has endured. She lost not only her daughter, but her son as well. It happened 13 years ago.
In winter, December 10th.
And the family was celebrating something.
He was Andre, so we always celebrated St. Andrew's Day.
So it was both his birthday and his name day.
Yes, a coincidence.
Natalia was preparing a festive dinner. Her son stepped outside, promising to return soon. But hours passed, and he didn't come back. Eventually, Natalia went out to look for him.
I see you trying to open a door. You were knocking but couldn't do anything.
I started banging on the garage. I couldn't open it. The neighbors heard me and came out. They managed to break open the garage with a crowbar or something.
He's sitting behind the wheel.
Andre was found behind the wheel of a running car, dead. He had been poisoned by carbon monoxide. The garage was sealed shut. The engine had been running for hours in the enclosed space, and the gas concentration became lethal.
I believe your son sensed his death. He spoke of it.
He said, "Mom, I feel cursed." I asked, "What do you mean?" He said, "I just feel it." I asked, "Why do you feel that way?" He said, "I don't know, Mom, but I feel like something's been done to me." And then, within a week, it happened.
There's something linking the deaths of your children. Both seem to suffocate. I believe it was caused by magical interference.
This is mind-bending. This woman had 2 children, and both are gone now. Perhaps her son was right. Perhaps he was indeed cursed. Is Natalia destined to lose Hannah too?
I feel drawn to your house.
I sense death. Another death in this house.
At that moment, I saw the image of a man. He's standing on a bridge as if he's about to jump.
My husband.
However unbearable it sounds, 15 years ago, in this very house, Natalia's husband died of cancer in her arms. He was her first and only love.
He jumped from the bridge, for you.
We first met here, by the riverbank, after Ivana Kupala, when all the youth gathered. I was walking home and he said, "Let me walk you." The next day, we agreed to go swimming. He jumped from the dam and said it was the first time he'd ever done that, to show he was brave.
Natalia spent 33 happy years with her husband, Alexander.
He was a very loving husband, a very loving father.
I see your husband dying in your arms.
On this couch, before my eyes.
A few years after her son's death, Alexander was diagnosed with stomach cancer. The disease spread to his lungs and ultimately led to his passing.
It was snowing. He called out to you. He spoke to you, and I think he didn't get to say everything he wanted. Like he was trying to warn you.
Before he died, he wanted to tell me something, but he didn't have the strength. He whispered, but I couldn't understand.
He desperately tried to tell you to protect our daughter.
He always protected Vita. He loved her deeply.
I have a strong feeling he knew you'd end up raising Hannah. That something would happen to your daughter.
He spoke, but I couldn't make out the words. He just kissed me, and that was all.
I see a male spirit near your husband. They look very alike. I keep getting the letter H.
H is for Grigori, the father.
Your husband's father?
Yes.
I feel that all the deaths in your family, as well as your granddaughter's visions, are connected to the spirit I'm seeing. I'd like to contact him. If you don't mind, I'll perform a ritual.
I sense that what Hannah sees, what she's trying to describe, and what follows her, it's calling me upward, somewhere on the roof. Could we go where I'm being drawn?
He's here! Ilona! The spirit gave me a sign. His soul is restless. His hands are covered in blood. The man's spirit looks very much like Alexander. I asked, "Who are you?" and he began showing me images from his life. He tried to say something so badly that he even materialized, leaving a handprint on the glass. It was terrifying.
I was terrified. A handprint on the window. I'd never seen anything like it.
But who is this man? What is he trying to say? And how is all of this connected to the deaths in Natalia's family?
When I saw the man during the ritual, he was dressed like he was in pajamas, and dogs surrounded him.
Could it be war, captivity, or even a concentration camp?
I think he was a prisoner of war.
My husband's godfather,
I saw crosses and the letter H.
Grigory.
Grigory is the father, but was the godfather also called Grigory?
Alexander's godfather, also named Grigory, was a border guard. He was captured during the Second World War and sent to a German POW camp. The woman still remembers the horrific story her father told her as a child.
My father was physically strong, so they selected him for the burial brigade. Many people died there every night. His team would collect the bodies and take them to the cemetery.
I see men in the same clothes as him. They're urging him to do something. It seems they want to escape, but he refuses.
The war was nearing its end. Grigory spent 4 long years in captivity with his fellow soldiers.
His comrades escaped, but he stayed behind. I see dogs chasing the fleeing men.
They all left, but my father stayed, and they were all caught.
Now I see those men in a pit, looking into his eyes as he buries them, and screaming, "Don't do this!" But he does it anyway. It was an order. Either he buried them or died himself.
He was a grave digger. He always did that job. If he hadn't buried his friends, he would have been buried with them. They would have died either way. He had no choice.
There were 8 of them. They suffocated underground.
Infinity. Olga, I keep seeing the symbol of infinity. The cards showed it to me today in the form of the number 8. Now I understand why. 8 people. 8 lives. A member of your family, your husband's godfather, caused 8 deaths. And 8 deaths were destined for your family. 3 have already happened. 5 remain.
I knew my husband's godfather was a prisoner of war, but I never heard this story. But he had his own children, his own lineage. Why did this fall on my husband?
A godfather bears responsibility for his godchildren, and vice versa. He passes on his sins. When choosing godparents, one must be careful about what they'll pass to your children. What cross, burden, your children may have to carry and atone for.
Grigory carried a heavy burden. He heard the voices of the buried men in his dreams and saw their eyes. Your granddaughter Hannah sees his spirit.
The cards say something is blocked. There should be 8. I've found 3. But it's not continuing. Somewhere, 5 were in an enclosed space. There was fire. Someone saved them. I believe that someone was you.
I saved 5 people. I was a little girl. We'd all gone to bed and then smelled something, like fried cutlets. I thought to go ask Mom for one. I got up and saw that our kitchen was on fire. I started screaming. My parents jumped up and began extinguishing the flames. I rushed my sisters to the window and shouted, "Breathe! Breathe!"
You know, Olga, the night before I flew here, I couldn't sleep. Around 2 a.m., I woke up gasping for air. I thought something was burning. And now as we're talking, I realize it was a sign.
3 of your loved ones were meant to die. But you redeemed 5 souls by saving 5 lives as a child.
That's the balance.
You have no idea what you've done for your granddaughter. You saved her.
She will live a long life. You need to know that. She is safe.
But if the girl is safe, why does she still see the spirit of her grandfather's godfather at night?
Spirits often appear to children because they haven't found peace. He's likely asking for a candle to be lit in his name.
Pray for his soul. He still feels the guilt. The handprint on the window, that was his plea. His soul longs for peace.
Thank you so much. Now I finally understand the reason behind my misfortunes, and I know we'll be fine.
An unknown mystical force is trying to strangle a little girl. Where did the killer poltergeist come from? Don't miss out. The psychics will uncover a horrifying family secret. This little girl's name is Nastya. She is 5 years old. Her mother is worried about her life because the girl suffers from unexplained choking attacks.
She starts coughing to the point where she turns bluish. She just can't breathe in or out.
Doctors can't explain the cause of Nastya's choking. X-rays, ultrasounds, and other tests have not revealed any pathologies.
I can't say that it's asthma, an allergy, or a cardiovascular problem.
Little Nastya is being treated for one thing or another all the time. Meanwhile, the attacks are becoming more frequent. Moreover, Olena has recently started having nightmares. She sees her Nastya die.
In my dream, my daughter fell. She jumped from a 9-story building, and I stood there watching her fall and crash next to me.
Olena would not have attached such importance to this dream if at the age of 20 the woman had not seen the death of her mother in a dream, and soon after, her mother died.
My mom reassured me, saying that if someone dies in a dream, it means they will live a long life. I never could have imagined that my mom would die so early.
Olena's mother was only 44. She died of breast cancer.
Cancer could have been causing symptoms while spreading. But there were no symptoms at all. It happened just like that.
Doctors couldn't save Olena's mother, and now they are at a loss over her daughter. In desperation, the woman wrote us a letter, pleading for help. Clairvoyant Olena Kurilova and British medium Anna Galliers take on the case.
Imagine, some entity attacked me last night. It started choking me. Here, look, see the marks on my neck?
My goodness.
They were gone by the morning. I took this photo right after the entity left.
Could the entity that choked you be the same that's tormenting Nastya? When I worked with the photo, I saw the girl lying in her bed, and next to her stood a gray, semi-transparent figure. It wasn't alive. It was a spirit, and it grabbed her with its icy hands and choked her.
When I tried to understand what was happening to the girl, I had a strange vision. I saw a woman with long, dark hair. She was sitting in a chair completely naked, and her eyes were glassy, like those of a doll. The woman was dead. Behind her stood a man. He brushed her hair and then put a dress on her and carried her to bed.
Could it be a maniac?
I don't know yet. But the death of that woman is somehow connected to what is happening to the girl.
While I was on the train, I had a dream about a gypsy woman. She told me a strange phrase. When you see a house into which a train enters, remember that he who paints saints holds the secret.
Let's go. The girl is waiting for us.
Hello.
I'm Olena, and this is Nastya.
Can we come in? Your mom worries about you.
Yes, and I worry about Mom.
Olena is raising her daughter alone. The girl's father left the family and shows no interest in his daughter's fate. Olena says she worked as an advertising agent, but due to Nastia's illness, she had to quit her job.
I'm all alone. I have no one to turn to and no one to help me.
Apart from her daughter, Olena has no one left, and she is terribly afraid of losing her.
What's happening to you isn't related to this place. Tell me, did you live somewhere else before? And did the same thing happen to the girl there?
It's always been like this. These spasms started one night 4 years ago.
As the girl got older, the fits became more frequent and lasted longer.
I'd like to consult the cards, but for this I need a table. You're afraid for yourself and for little Nastia. I had a feeling of someone or something nearby, and it was pressing.
I woke up and just couldn't breathe in or out. It was like a lump in my throat.
These are dark forces that can drag you to the other side. Your fear is justified.
Look at the flame, please. I'm having a vision. I see a picture. Someone very strange is looking at me from the picture, but the picture isn't here. Not in this apartment.
A yellow building. I look out the window and see a street paved with cobblestones. And I feel emptiness. There's emptiness under the floor.
It's an arch. It's my other apartment, the one I inherited from my mother.
Olena sold the apartment where she lived with her mother.
I wasn't comfortable there alone.
At that moment, I saw the image of Olena's mother. She was spinning around, casting glances sideways, as if she were trying to find someone. And then a vortex formed around her, and it pulled her into the ground. In this way, she probably wanted to show me that something had taken her to the other side. Let's go to that place. Your mom needs to go with us, okay?
Baby, you go to Aunt Oksana's, will you?
Is this your window?
Yes.
Let's go upstairs.
The psychics couldn't enter the apartment, however. The owners weren't home, and no one opened the door.
Olena, look. Who is that woman walking back and forth?
A woman?
Yes, she has long dark hair. She's so pale, I recognized her. It was the same dead woman from the vision I had the other day. I see a woman. Behind her stands a man. He brushed her hair. Why is the woman pointing her finger at me? My God! It hurts. The spirit stabbed me with something sharp, and I felt his cold breath behind me. I realized that the woman's spirit appeared to warn me about the attack of another spirit. The man standing behind me. I couldn't see him, but I felt that his energy was familiar. It was the same spirit that had choked me at night. It was the same spirit that choked Olena and Nastia, but who was he?
Wait. When I touched Olena's hand, I immediately had a flash. It's a cemetery, graves, and a black candle in hand. She's at the cemetery. Her mom is at the cemetery. What was her name? Larissa?
Larissa.
She performed a ritual. She wanted to improve her love life because it wasn't going well after she divorced your father.
Mom went to a fortune teller who said, "You have been cursed with a wreath of loneliness." She made a candle and said, "Burn it where cemetery paths cross." She said to burn the candle there and leave without looking back.
But she looked back.
Mom said she didn't. She said she heard sounds behind her, but she didn't look back.
She was being tossed around the cemetery.
Yes, she couldn't find her way out. She turned the wrong way and started to wander.
And then I understood what Larissa's spirit was trying to tell me when we were in the first apartment. Do you remember I said that Larissa's spirit was looking around? And then a vortex formed around her. She didn't understand where the entrance or the exit was. When you're spinning, you automatically turn around. She was spun around, like in a black vortex, a cemetery black portal. All these evil spirits and entities came and attached to her. She brought the spirit from the cemetery home with her. Communicating with otherworldly forces is always a risk, even for experienced psychics. But the spirit that Mom brought from the cemetery had already taken its sacrifice. Something else is coming now.
Olena, look, there are tracks here. Trains used to run here.
They used to bring stones here to avoid carrying them.
Do you remember your vision about the train entering the house?
When you see a house into which a train enters, remember that he who paints saints holds the secret.
Who is the man who paints saints? And what secret does he hold?
It might be my father. He was an artist.
As it turned out, Olena's father decorated churches.
For some reason, the father is being hidden. I can't see him.
He died. That's all I know.
Olena's parents divorced when she was 8 years old. The man was fanatically jealous of his wife, beat her, and abused alcohol. In the end, he drank himself to death.
The father took some secret to the grave with him, and his spirit wouldn't make contact. Let's stand here, please. I will recite. Images should come. Quiet. Hold her.
Olena faints. The psychics are scared.
Careful, my darling.
I feel lightheaded. It got suddenly dark. It felt like the ground just slipped from under my feet and...
This is where you're being drawn to. I need to consult the cards. The card of the future. The road is open. All right, these are the gate, the holy gate, the place of death under the falling tower. I don't understand these places, but if we find this place, there's the solution, the key there.
I have no clue where it might be.
Let's go to the city center. There, I'll try to ask my pendulum for directions.
The city center is very close by, so a few minutes, the clairvoyants are there.
Can someone give me the map of the city? And can you tell me if there are 2 churches nearby?
There are 2 cathedrals nearby, Dormition and Dominican.
The Dormition and Dominican cathedrals, and in between them is the gate, the holy gate.
Let's go there.
The psychics go to the cathedrals. It's growing dark quickly.
Here is the holy gate, the place of death under the falling tower. This is somehow connected to your family.
Mom used to work here.
For many years, Olena's mother worked in this building as a newspaper editor. It's a city architectural landmark. It used to be a defensive fortress in the past. Now, the tower is open to tourists.
It's so cold in here, like in a crypt.
What is going on here?
Hello.
It's related to my mom. My mom worked here at the Architectural Bulletin.
Who?
Larisa Mikhaeva. She died, and after that, both my daughter and me have been experiencing strange things. So I reached out to the psychics, and they brought us here.
What you're doing is forbidden by religion.
We came here only to help this woman.
Even if your intentions are good, you can't come in here. Leave the premises.
Something is definitely going on in this tower, and these people are keeping a terrible secret. There's always noise, rumbling, and sounds of falling here.
The following day, our journalists found confirmation of the clairvoyant's words.
There are testimonies, including from the guard who watches over the tower. He often hears someone walk upstairs.
We found that guard. He asked not to show his face, but confirmed that mystical phenomena regularly occur in the tower at night.
There's an unrested spirit of a child here. I think it's a girl. I hear her crying.
You can't see it. It only knocks and cries like a little child.
A child was killed and buried in this building.
The girl was killed about 50 or 60 years ago. And it seems they were renovating something here and walled her up.
The building was renovated in the 50s, but there's no mention of a child's remains in the archives. However, this brave man, despite the prohibition from the management, shared information with us.
During the reconstruction, I can say that a dead child was found.
There was no funeral ritual. The body was simply thrown into a pit.
No wonder the spirit is furious. However, the girl's spirit was supposed to take revenge on her killer, not the people who found the body. I think her spirit is destroying everything here because she wants to be freed.
We've got to do it. But we had to perform the ritual at 2 a.m.
The clairvoyants returned to the tower at 2 a.m. to perform the sacred ritual.
But at that moment, we still didn't understand what was bothering the mother and daughter.
Olena, there's blood on your wrist. Who cut your wrist?
I don't want to speak about it.
You did it yourself.
Later, Olena admitted that she did cut her veins as a child.
I can say that my dad could hit me and yell at me, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I was 14 years old then.
What was his name?
Serhiy.
He tormented and mentally oppressed you.
He hated me for some reason. Maybe it was because I refused to accept his girlfriend. I mean his lover.
After divorcing Olena's mother, her father found a much younger concubine. She caused the rift between him and his daughter.
I see the man holding a knife. He murdered someone and was punished for that.
He did his time for a murder.
His victim was a woman, his lover.
This is just a nightmare. The man left his wife, tormented his only daughter, and then killed his lover.
What I saw in my vision the other day, the dead woman with long hair, she's the woman Olena's father killed.
They argued over something, and he stabbed her in the stomach 5 or 7 times. Afterward, he washed and dressed her. And when Grandpa came to wake him, he found her cold and stiff.
I saw a man behind the woman brushing her hair.
Tell me, please. Was she related to gypsies?
Yes, she was.
It turns out that Anna and I saw the same woman in our visions. The gypsy woman who appeared in my dream was the lover of Olena's father. Do you know who's choking you?
No.
Your father?
Why is he doing that? Is it because I didn't bury him?
Did you refuse to bury him?
Yes, I did. I even have no idea where he's buried. Absolutely nothing.
He's unforgiven. He didn't receive your forgiveness.
When he got out of prison, he called me. He just asked for a meeting so we could talk.
However, Olena never forgave her father for what he did to her as a child, and her mother's unhappiness in life, and then her death. She didn't go to the meeting.
I hold a grudge because I didn't have the family I dreamed about.
Soon after, the man died.
I was on my way to work and I got a call from the police. They asked, "Do you know Serhi?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "We found him, and he's dead."
This is the cause of your fits. Your father's spirit desperately needs your forgiveness because he's suffering greatly in the afterlife.
It turned out that it was after her grandfather's death that little Nastia's choking attacks began.
So what do I do now?
Forgive, let go, and forget your grudge. We'll send him off and lay him to rest. Close your eyes. Look at the candle flame. Remember the grievances that were there. Now I'll tie them up. Step over it with your right foot and walk to the van without looking back. What did you forgive him for?
For all the grievances he caused, for hitting me, for everything, absolutely everything.
Olena, I'd like to give you this talisman. Give it to your daughter. It will protect her.
Thank you so much.
A faceless ghost tries to drag a child to the other side. Don't miss out. The psychics will reveal the shocking truth about the boy's mother. The Savchuk family lives not far from Kyiv, Ukraine's capital. Tetiana is a music teacher. Her husband, Ruslan, makes custom furniture. And this is their only son, Ilya. Recently, terrifying things have been happening to the boy.
He was riding his bike around the house. At a certain point, he abruptly turned and collided with the wall.
The boy hit his head badly. His parents were terribly frightened. The next incident, though, forced Tetiana and Ruslan to seek help from the psychics. Something invisible knocked the boy off his feet and almost crippled him.
It happened right before my eyes. He was standing there, and it was as if someone took his head and slammed it against the radiator.
The blow was literally a centimeter from his temple.
We called an ambulance, and he was hospitalized and x-rayed because it was really seriously.
And the scariest thing is that before each dangerous incident, the boy sees a faceless man.
He said he saw a man next to him, and the man had no face.
He was in a black sweater. He was scary.
It's incredible. But Ilya's mother also sees the image of the man in black. He first appeared to Tetiana before she lost her baby. Ilya was one of the twins. But the second twin died in the womb.
I couldn't see his face, like it was fogged. He told me, "We will come soon and take him away from you." I asked, "Whom?" And he said, "The one you love very much."
The next morning, the pregnant woman was admitted to the hospital with unbearable pain, and there she heard the doctor's terrible verdict.
We had 2 of them, but only one lives.
Fortunately, the other twin, Ilya, was saved. But now, his life is also hanging by a thread.
I fear for my son's life. I need help badly, and I'm begging for it.
Famous Ukrainian psychics Yana Pasinkova and Rubina Tsibulska responded to Tetiana's plea.
While I was checking little Ilya yesterday and tried to understand who wants to harm him, the card showed me a woman sitting over an open coffin. It was impossible to see who was in it, but she seemed to be whispering some kind of spell.
And I had a dream last night. A man was holding Tetiana's son by the hand. They were standing with their backs to me, so I couldn't see the man's face, but he had wings behind his back, and the wings were all covered in blood.
Could it be the Angel of Death?
The Angel of Death has black wings, but this ones were white, but covered in blood. I don't know what kind of angel he is, but he's somehow connected to the boy's problem.
Where to find the faceless man? The dead girl has the answer.
What's wrong?
Something black ran across the road.
It's a mask. Where did it come from?
It dashed out from over there. I don't know.
It's a sign.
Later, the sign will prove to be bad. But for now, the clairvoyants do not yet know what awaits them.
Hello.
Hello? We're desperate for help.
When we were in Tetiana and Ruslan's yard, necrotic energy was emanating from the house. Did you buy the house long ago?
Not really.
When you moved into this house, were you pregnant?
Yes.
And the pregnancy, I feel, was very hard for you.
Yes, yes, yes.
There was a risk of losing her.
So the problem with Tetiana's pregnancy arose as soon as they moved into the house. I decided to tune in more deeply to the place.
And I needed to work with Ilya to understand who the faceless man was and what he had to do with the boy.
Ilya is now inside with his grandma.
Could I go in there with you?
Yes, of course.
Ruslan, you stay with me, all right?
Yes, sure.
Hello. What's your name? Ilya. And I'm Yana. Nice to meet you.
Helena.
Something about Tetiana's mother made me uneasy. I felt that she constantly had to deal with death. How exactly, I couldn't understand yet. Besides, at that moment, I was more concerned about the boy. I asked cards about the child, if there was any influence. They said no. That is, it's not attached to him, you see. Someone lives here. It's like this is their home. I want to see it. Do you have church candles at home?
Did you see that? The candle is crying. It's all black. This means it reacts to necrotic or negative energy. My candle blackened near a specific room. Something's wrong here. What's behind this wall?
A living room?
He's in the room. I feel cold coming from there. Careful, careful.
It's just terrifying. Out of nowhere, a suitcase fell from the cabinet. It shattered the glass, which almost injured people.
We got all scared.
I felt a chill on my arm.
Rubina.
What's wrong?
I'm scared.
We're going to drive him away now.
Lord, show your mercy and calm down, my dear.
To avoid putting the boy in danger, his grandmother takes him out of the room. The clairvoyants try to figure out what it was.
I have goosebumps. I was sure that the suitcase fell from the cabinet for a reason. Maybe it's some kind of sign, and with its help, we can understand who this faceless man hunting the child is.
What's this? What are these things?
This cabinet belonged to the woman who lived here before.
Is it the only thing from the old owner?
Yes.
Could the things have fallen from this specific cabinet because the spirit of the man I saw through the candle flame is somehow connected to the former owners of this house? The man says, "I am in charge here. I lived here. It's like a cage for me. This is the last place where I was alive. I left from here. My head aches. Inside," he says, "everything is burning."
He overdosed on pills.
He was a young man. He used to live in this house.
This is the son of the woman from whom they bought the house. He took a deadly dose of pills and poisoned himself.
The ambulance team called by the parents failed to save the young man. This was a year before the Savchuks bought the house.
Suicides are tied to the place of their death.
I'm afraid of what's threatening the child. The soul of the deceased said that.
I can't even imagine who this faceless man is, and how dangerous he must be if even the spirit of a suicide fears him. The suicide spirit is unrestful. You need to invite a priest to lay his soul to rest.
He says a woman is to blame.
What woman?
She's connected to this place, and she's connected to a child.
The psychics decide to go outside to tune in there.
Guys, something pulled me by the skirt. There was someone in the yard, someone short, and a chill ran down my leg. I realized that the spirit of a child was present there.
A man. He's faceless. He has no face. Why are you here? I returned because of the woman. It's somebody in the family.
Who's she?
Could this woman be Tatiana's mother, Helena? I had a clear feeling that more than one deceased person haunted her. They come to her in crowds. Maybe the faceless man is somehow connected to her? Dead souls haunt you.
Probably, but I don't see them.
How can you not see them if you, work with death? How's that?
No idea.
Helena works as a dispatcher at the local power company. What do the dead souls and death have to do with it?
You have power. It's in your hands. Do you use it? Do you do something?
Only prayers and eggs. I roll the egg and that's all. I do nothing more.
It turns out Helena practices healing.
Do you help people?
I do.
Do you save them? From death?
Yes, from death.
So this means you work with death.
Helena, I want to see through the mirror if there is a relation between your work and what's happening to the boy. Close your eyes. I saw a woman in the past. It's you. You are lying on the roadside. Were you in an accident? What happened?
Yes, there was an accident. I was riding a bicycle and had an accident. I was riding to work. My daughter was in the 4th grade then. I was riding a bicycle in the evening. There was only a narrow path in the middle of the road, not covered with ice, where you could ride.
And suddenly, another cyclist appeared riding towards the woman out of the darkness.
We collided head-on. We didn't see each other. He was blinded by headlights, and I was blinded by a car. After that, I had cancer. I fell and hit my chest and head on the handlebars. I had fractures and the doctors had to stitch me up.
She spent a lot of time in intensive care, caught between life and death. She says she already saw the other world, but they told her it wasn't her time yet and that she had to return and help people.
I asked, what? Why? And they said, you will know when the time comes.
Helena says she felt a strange power in her hands a year after the accident.
A person's abilities open up like this after they enter a borderline state between life and death?
She helps people, but she says she can't help her kin because she doesn't see us fully and can't help us much.
But what does your grandson have to do with this? I hear that you told a young man everything would be fine, but he passed away.
That's true. He was in a coma, and I said he would recover, but he died.
Helena, the thing is that the deceased seek the guilty. You gave hope.
I gave him hope. Yes, I gave him hope.
The spirit of the deceased young man to whom Helena promised healing holds a grudge against her personally, not her relatives. And he comes to Helena, to the place where she lives, and accepts the sick. She needs to order a 40-day prayer service for her health every 40 days at the church.
And her grandson, Ilya, is in danger regardless of whether his grandmother stays with them or not. This man, the spirit of the man, comes not because of you. Yana, wait, I hear him again. The man. He's here, and he's breathing. What? What happened?
I don't feel well.
Bring water.
Tatiana is barely holding on. What shocked her so much?
Rubina saw the spirit, and Tatiana felt it immediately.
My head felt hot.
Any better now?
Yes.
Something's pulling me. What's this?
It's a spirit.
It's a little boy. He says, go to the door, pointing with his finger. Look.
He says, everything was fine. I had a family. 1, 2, and I'm gone.
He's running away. Quick!
The road. Watch out.
I didn't understand anything. Who was the dead boy I saw? Why did he bring us to the crossroads? Tatiana. The mirror is showing me. Mom and Dad are coming.
The owner's daughter.
The previous owner of the house.
And a stroller. He says he's in the stroller.
A child in a stroller was hit.
A baby indeed died at this crossroads. The young parents were pushing their 7-month-old baby in a stroller.
They were walking and a car was speeding.
That day, the family was coming to visit the place where the Savchuks now live. The boy was the grandson of the former owners of this house.
The man who hit the child and killed him got away with it.
He bought his way out.
The man who killed the baby never spent a day in prison. The court released him from criminal liability under an amnesty as a disabled veteran of the Afghan War and ordered him to pay financial compensation to the boy's parents.
But a murderer can't escape karmic retribution. If not him, then his descendants will pay for his crime. He must repent deeply for his sin. The boy's spirit wanted justice. He wanted everyone to know that evil wasn't punished. That's why he took us to the crossroads where he died. But as soon as we revealed the truth about his death, the boy brought another spirit. It was a girl of about 5.
The boy said that the girl was also from the house. That is, from Tatiana and Ruslan's house.
A little girl. She's wearing a skirt, and she's light-haired like sunshine. She says, "A man killed me."
At that moment, I remembered what the cards had told me in the morning before the investigation. When I asked where to look for the faceless man, the cards told me that a dead girl had the answer. The girl accuses a man. She says a man is to blame, and now some man comes and wants to take your child to the other side.
Wait a second, she says it's my home.
I'm from this family.
All right, let's go to Tatiana and Ruslan's house now. What is this little girl's relation to this family? Why does she claim that their house is hers?
You cried for me, and you suffered for me. I should be about 4 or 5 now. Who is this?
The twins. There were supposed to be 2 of them.
It's the unborn child.
Yes, the unborn child.
It's a spirit.
She's fair-haired and curly. I saw her when I was pregnant. I see children. I saw them both in my dream. Ilya and her, yes.
Gives me goosebumps.
Tatiana, what were you going to name the girl?
Sophia.
Sophia? She wants to help.
The girl's spirit says that the faceless man comes because of her mother. So, the woman because of whom the faceless man's spirit tries to take Ilya is Tatiana.
Everyone froze. Tatiana is aghast. Is she really the cause of her only son's troubles? But who is the man who appears in her dreams and who took away her daughter?
Rubina and I thought for a long time about how to find out who this faceless man was. Finally, we decided to summon him.
We need Tatiana so he can show who he is and what he wants. There is a ritual, a very ancient gypsy ritual.
I agree.
I need a circle of fire.
Don't leave the circle.
You may feel unwell. In this case, tell me right away. He's here. I see him. Tatiana, he's standing behind you. He has wings behind his back. He's embracing you with his wings. I've seen the wings in a dream.
Tatiana feels very unwell. She's barely standing. Will the ritual have to be stopped?
Water. Bring water.
Here, here, here.
Here, drink it.
He's standing and saying, "You left me here. You wanted this. I am with you."
Yura, is that you? Yura?
It can't be.
Yura, please, don't hurt us. Don't hurt my son, Yura.
Who's that?
It's her ex-partner.
He died. We lived together, and he died at 25. When they started describing him, I immediately realized who it was.
Remember the black mask on the road? It was a sign. The spirit was hiding his face. He wore a faceless mask, so the boy couldn't describe him, and Tetiana couldn't recognize him.
Yura was Tetiana's partner. They weren't married, but lived together for 4 happy years. But the couple had no children because the man suddenly died.
Pneumonia. The doctors misdiagnosed him, and he burned alive. He was a very good person.
You still hold him inside you.
A woman standing over a coffin and whispering something. What did you say over his coffin?
I was very attached to him, and I asked him to stay and be my guardian angel, but I didn't want him to do harm. I said, I want you to stay with me even after death because I loved him so much and couldn't forget him. Yura, I simply wanted you to stay with me.
And you still think of him.
Yes.
You still love him.
Yes.
Tetiana met Ruslan 6 months after Yura's death.
When I met Ruslan, my husband, for a long time, I was afraid of this relationship.
It's her love. Naturally, I was awkward to hear all this.
He says, you broke my wings. You betrayed me. You asked me to stay. That's why I saw the bloodied wings in my dream. They were bleeding because they were broken.
Why is he after the boy? Because it's not his child.
Yura is jealous, even of the child. This is the only connection between you and Ruslan, right? He wants to remove him to stay with you, Tetiana.
You have a living man, and he will pull you out of the hell you're in.
You will take her out of the circle. Come on, come on, come on. Grab her, pull her out, pull her out. Good job, good job.
I want you to forgive me for thinking about him and constantly remembering him while living with you. I want you to always be with me. I need you very much.
It's going to be fine. Everything will be all right.
When we bury someone, we must let them go. So, you both need to walk around 2 circles with salt. This will seal him.
Go in peace.
Leave and let me go. I forgive you and let you go.
He accepts it.
A massive cloud. I see the wings. Here, I see them.
The clairvoyants have finished their work. We hope the man in the mask will no longer harm Ilya.
They restored our family and brought us peace of mind. Thank you so much for everything.
What an incredible story! A merciless murderer from the beyond is taking the members of the same family to the other world, one by one. What skeletons are the poltergeist's victims hiding in their wardrobes? Anna Horyacheva from Ukraine contacted the psychics, asking for help. The woman frequently sees a ghost, and she's certain it's her father.
I go to sleep, and when I wake up, I see a ghost close by. It's so close that I can feel its breath. I'm so scared.
And every time after seeing the ghost, Anna finds herself in danger. First, right in the middle of the street, she fell into a manhole. After that, Anna was almost squeezed to death by a malfunctioning elevator door. And then she was electrocuted. And last week, a motorcycle hit Anna while she was crossing the road.
I was dragged along the asphalt and thrown under a car. The drivers of the passing cars stopped and called an ambulance.
Anna is sure it's not a coincidence. Her elder sister, Lyubov, also saw the ghost fairly regularly. And she's dead now. The woman, pregnant with twins, was beaten to death by a stranger in the street.
She was all bruised. He beat her everywhere. She was pregnant. It was extremely hard to see this.
The man didn't steal anything, and he immediately fled the scene. People heard Lubov screaming and called an ambulance. The woman was taken to the emergency department, but her injuries were fatal. Lubov didn't survive.
I was the last one to see her in the hospital before she died. I arrived there, but she barely heard me.
Anna was looking into the eyes of her dying sister, who was whispering terrible words.
You're next. It was awful.
But the weirdest thing is that Anna's father loved his children when he was alive. There were 6 of them in the big family, 2 sons and 4 daughters, to whom their father was a model of an ideal man.
He was perfect. He had a good, mild character.
Anna's mother died when the girl was 7. The father had to raise the 6 children alone.
Of course, we had difficult times. There were 6 of us, so we always had problems with the money. But we were never hungry.
The woman says that after her mother died, her father didn't give up and did the best he could. But the terrible loss eventually broke him. The man was diagnosed with cancer. He desperately fought the condition for many years until it finally took his life.
He had pains. When Lubov and I last saw him in the hospital, it was the first time I'd ever seen him sobbing. It was the last time we saw our father.
But even in her nightmares, Anna couldn't have imagined that her loving father could become a murderous spirit who would be hunting his own children.
I couldn't even imagine it would ever be possible.
Anna is 30. Her greatest dream is to become a mother. And she wants to marry, so she's begging the psychics to help her.
The psychics are my last and only hope.
The project's psychics, Jana Shulakova and Olga Kalinova from the Czech Republic, took up the investigation. They immediately set out to see Anna.
When I tuned in to their father yesterday, the cards showed me something very strange. Unrequited love, then rape.
This is horrific. Could Anna's father rape anybody?
I had a strange dream. A young woman wearing a wreath of white flowers. She held out the wreath to me and said, "I can't kill anymore." She's here, and she says her name is Ludmila. The woman showed me her grave. There were purple flowers on it, and I felt that she died in the last days of winter, almost on her birthday.
We need to ask Anna. She might know her.
Anna is a cargo crane operator. She has just finished her shift, and the psychics meet her in the downtown.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm relieved to see you.
Could you hold it, please?
Anna, did you happen to know a deceased woman named Ludmila? She died in later winter, almost on her birthday.
I have no idea who it could be.
It's weird. Then why did her spirit visit us?
Who could be pushing Anna into the other world? Is it her father? Or could it be the mysterious woman who Olga Kalinova saw in her dream?
Do you have a photo of your deceased sister?
I do.
I'd like to tune into her energy to know what kind of force took her away.
Yes, yes.
I see her next to you.
Immediately after they started talking, I felt the warmth spreading on my left arm and leg.
My feelings tell me that your sister indeed fell prey to some kind of spirit, but she claims your father didn't kill her. It wasn't him. Your father loved you a lot. He's like a guarding angel. He's protecting you. This is the only reason you're still alive.
If it's not her father, then who's to blame for Anna constantly being in danger? The energy of Anna's sister's spirit didn't let the psychics tune in and concentrate, so they went further away from the place where they communicated with the woman's spirit.
At that moment, the cards showed me another death. A young man, Anna's blood relative. He was taken away by the same otherworldly force. It must be your brother.
Yes, my elder brother. It came as a surprise for everyone. It happened before the new year. My sister called me and said our brother was dead.
This is horrendous. Another death in the family. It turned out Anna's brother Valerie had a heart attack. He was only 31.
I have a feeling that everyone in your family bears the death mark.
Could we see your other relatives now?
Yes.
Anna phones her sisters and brother. Soon afterward, they arrive to see the psychics.
Hello, my name is Olho.
Valentina.
Serhi.
Hold the cards in your hands, please. The moment I took the cards from Olha, I saw the same woman from my vision standing behind her. With her hand, she reached out to Olha's heart.
Ow, something's squeezing. Ouch.
Give her water. Let her sit down. Breathe. Breathe deeper. Breathe. Take a breath. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Yes.
The dead woman did it. This is her who is killing your family. She's going to take you all away, one by one. But most probably, the dead woman didn't want to kill those people. Some kind of magic spell made her a murderer. It was done by some woman. I hear her saying, "If I don't get what is mine, I'll destroy them. They're going to die like puppies." Who could wish something like this to you?
Our neighbor. Yes, she could curse us.
The cards showed me that the woman was allegedly trying to become these children's mother, but she failed for some reason, and she's borne a grudge ever since.
She had no children.
Did she want to adopt you?
Yes.
To see if the neighbor is really connected to the deaths in the family. I tuned into the past, to the moment when the children lost their mother. What I saw there horrified me. Your mother, her death was terrible.
Yes, she died, giving birth.
She delivered Serhi, and when the doctors left her, she bled to death.
But I don't understand why your neighbor wanted to take you away. You had the father.
He was disabled. He used to work at the factory and a pipe fell on his foot and injured him.
After his wife died, the man had to work several jobs to provide for his children. Once, he seriously injured his foot and ended up disabled. Social services became interested in the family right away. Fortunately, the grandmother took custody of the children.
Our grandma was a brilliant person. I'm so grateful to her that I can't.
The cards told me the same force that took 2 of her children killed your mother. And this happened because of the magic of the woman with whom your mother had a conflict. Did your mother have a conflict with your neighbor?
Yes, they conflicted a lot.
Where does that woman live?
Where we grew up.
Is it far from here?
It's 10 kilometers away.
10 minutes later, the psychics arrived there. Anna and her sisters and brother left the village long ago, and their grandmother, who they used to visit here, died a few years ago.
This is where she lives, and that is our house.
Hello. Hello. We're helping this family.
I know these ladies. Such beauties they are. They grew up without their father and mother, but how beautiful they are. But I haven't seen Serhi for a long time. I barely recognize him. Well, you look at this handsome young man.
You're saying such good things about them, but they told us you cursed them and their mother and wished them all death.
I never cursed them. God forbid. You know how it is in a village? Maybe I did get angry one day, but it's really nothing.
My cards told me that the woman didn't practice magic, and her curse was ordinary swearing. Besides, she didn't mean evil to anybody in this family. You swore because you were deeply unhappy. You couldn't control yourself, looking at the happy woman, a mother of many children. I feel now that your greatest wish in life was to give birth to a child.
Of course it was. But God's will for me was to live without any children.
You're alone and you're also alone. Help them, please. And you help her, please, as neighbors.
Thank you, children. There wasn't a day when I didn't think of you. I thought of you every day.
It turned out she never meant evil to nobody. She's unhappy, but she's not evil.
She's here, the dead woman in the wreath. She's entered the yard.
The window pane cracked. I'm terrified.
I have goosebumps.
I looked around and recognized the yard. Jana. The dead woman turned this house into ruins. I saw it in my vision.
The dead woman won't stop until she deals with everyone in the family. The love that was attempted to be taken by force is the reason for that. I see an outraged, offended woman in this yard. She's arguing with your mother. She's shouting, "You must leave him."
Dad?
He's a bastard. He's a rapist.
A rapist?
We don't know this woman, but there was such a story.
Grandma told us.
There was a woman who asked Dad to give her a lift on his motorcycle. Dad had an Ural with a sidecar. She asked him to give her a lift somewhere where it was too far to walk. Long story short, he did it, but she then claimed he'd raped her.
Did she tell your mother this?
Yes.
But your mother tells her to go away. She says, "You're lying, go away from here."
Wait, but the cards are telling me that your father was detained by the police because of the rape.
She complained to the police. They arrived and said he'd raped her and that they had a claim from the victim.
So they took Dad and put him in jail.
Wait. What if the woman who blamed their father put the death spell on the family and is killing all of its members?
It's quite possible. But who can tell us the truth about this woman?
Dad. Only Dad knew who she was.
We need to summon his spirit.
Where is he buried?
It's not far from here.
The father of the family and his wife and children are buried in the same cemetery. 15 minutes later, the psychics are there.
We summoned your father's spirit, but your mother is also here. She says she's happy to see you as adults. She loves you so much.
Mum, why didn't I see you in my dreams? Why won't you visit me?
Your mother says she didn't want to scare you, but she's always been around.
We miss you so much.
We miss your advice and your embrace.
I still remember her scent. I couldn't sleep. And if I did sleep, it was only pressing her gown to me. That was the only option possible. Mum, it was so hard for me.
My children, I wish I could embrace each of you. I wish I could embrace you, son, because you've never seen me in your life.
I love you too. For a moment, I felt motherly warmth, as if I was embracing my mom. I don't think you can ever feel something like this if you never saw your mother.
I've always been around. I lulled you in the cradle, and I was next to you when you were ill.
Anna recalls that after her little brother was brought from the hospital, his cradle rocked itself.
Grandma told me that she once woke up to someone singing a lullaby, and she said the cradle was rocking itself. Mom came to lull him, so he would sleep. I felt warmth in Mom's scent.
I feel like Mom is embracing me. Mom, visit us more often. It might be in a dream, but please come to talk to me.
And your father, he's standing and crying.
Wait, was your father's guilt proven in court?
No. He was released because of the lack of evidence.
This woman wanted to punish the man for his refusal to be with her. It's a revenge. The revenge caused by female jealousy.
She was head over heels in love with him, so she claimed it. So Mom would leave him because he allegedly raped someone.
I felt that the man simply talked to this woman cheerfully at some celebration. But she fell in love with him and decided to take him away from the family, whatever it took her.
She used lies and slander. But when it didn't work, the woman decided to use magic to get rid of her rivals.
She was looking for the hands that would kill the whole family. And she succeeded in it. It's the woman that you saw.
The dead woman in the wreath. She's standing behind you.
Hush, hush.
Water! Water! Water!
The woman in the wreath grabbed me by the hand. I'm all right. This woman who's killing, her grave is nearby. We need to find her real quick. Oh God, this is her, the dead woman in the wreath of white flowers. Her name is Lyudmila, the purple flowers and the date of her death. Late winter. She died almost on her birthday.
We don't know this woman.
We don't even know who she was.
You don't necessarily need to know her. She doesn't want to kill you. She was forced to do so by magic. The magic was done by the woman who loved your father.
I see tiny white flowers. It's a wedding wreath.
Mom wore a similar white wreath for her wedding.
The grandmother told her grandchildren that some woman from their village asked their mother for her wedding wreath, claiming she wanted it for her own wedding.
And Mom gave her the wreath.
Your mom's rival asked the village woman to take the wreath from your mom, and then she buried it in the grave. The desperate marriage wrecker made this stranger's spirit a murderer.
And I can't take the wreath.
God, please do something.
We could only carry out the ritual to break the deal. Olga and I recited special prayers that break spells. Anna and her sisters and brother had to address the dead woman to ask her to leave them alone forever.
Lyudmila, please leave us alone. May your soul have peace. Please, I beg you, let us live normal lives.
Let go of us, please. I'm begging you from the bottom of my heart.
I feel that she'll leave you. She won't touch your family, but she'll go where the guilty person is.
The woman who made her do it?
It is her right to revenge. We can't stop her.
You are going to be all right.
Thank you so much. We are extremely grateful.
It is hard to believe what a terrible magic crime the passion for someone else's husband can force a woman to commit. However, having received no love she wished for so much, the unlucky marriage wrecker will have to suffer the punishment she deserved.